downward spiral. On arriving at the track, they'd all try and be upbeat, but then over the course of the weekend, they start to sink. What are we even doing here? They'd say. This is shit. My main job during the whole of that season was to tell the team as many times as I needed to exactly why we were doing what we were doing and remind them that there was light at the end of the tunnel. Or should I say, the wind tunnel. You see, I'm also a fucking comedian. Look guys, better times are ahead, I kept saying to them. You have to believe that. Fortunately they did, and they stuck with it. We've got a really, really good bunch of people in the team at the moment. 60% of our staff have been with us for 4 or 5 years or more, which is pretty fucking cool. We might not be able to retain form very well sometimes, but we are great at retaining staff. Writing off the 2021 season was the right thing to do, though. I'm sure of it. Gene is too. In 2020, which was a normal season for us in terms of spending and development, but turned out to be shit for all kinds of different reasons, our entire budget was roughly $173 million, whereas Ferrari's was $463 million and Mercedes even more than that, almost $500 million. That's a big gap, you know. Even if we had spent half of our allocated wind tunnel time on the 2021 car, we'd still have finished last. Why would we do that? I've been in motorsport for 36 years and sometimes you have to just surrender to the circumstances and improve things when you can. In 2021, as part of the new rules, which were designed to make the sport more competitive, the share of the budget that's performance-critical design and development, component manufacture and testing, was limited to $145 million per team, and in order to take full advantage of that, we decided to run the 2020 car in 2021 and put as much money as we could into developing the car for 2022. The top 3 salaries at each team aren't included in this, so it means that the guys at Mercedes, Ferrari and Red Bull can still gain an advantage by hiring the best people, or at least 3 of them. I'm okay with that, it's better than it was. We are all competitive people and every person who works for every team on the grid obviously wants their team to do well. Okay, so we are not likely to win many races anytime soon. In 2018 though, Haas, who were and still are the smallest team on the grid, scored 93 points and finished 5th in the Constructors' Championship. That's not bad for a team that was only 3 years old at the time. We are not stupid. Only thing that really kept the team going last season was that in the background, we had been developing a car that will hopefully make us competitive again in 2023. So far in our history, we have had 2 promising seasons in 2016 and 2017, a fucking brilliant season in 2018, a pretty difficult season in 2019, a shit season in 2020, and a dead season in 2021. That's 3 on each side. There's a hell of a lot riding on what we are trying to achieve right now, not to mention what happens next. Anyway, I'm flying to Italy in a few hours, so I have to go. Ciao. Saturday, 18 December 2021, Guenther Steiner, Northern Italy. If I had $1 from every person who had asked for my opinion on what happened between Lewis and Max in Abu Dhabi, over the past 6 days, I'd be able to poach Adrian Newey. Not that I would, he's far too exciting for me. After the race, I had a few days visiting my mother and every person I saw in the town wanted to know what I thought. Why are you asking me, I said. I was too busy concentrating on a Russian who didn't finish the race and a German who was in 14th position. What do I think then? Well, it was certainly very confusing. I remember sitting on the pit wall listening to the orders from the race director and thinking, what the hell is happening here? At the time, it didn't stack up to me, but at the same time, I didn't know all the facts. It was very entertaining so. Poor Toto almost had a fucking heart attack. Look, at the end of the day, both teams have won a world championship, and good for them. Red Bull won the drivers and Mercedes the constructors. I'd take either of those. Mercedes didn't protest, so off we go, we move on. The last few days have done me the world of good. I'm a glass is half full kind of idiot, so as soon as the immediate aftermath of the season lifted, I started getting excited about the new one. Most people assume that after a season has finished, all you want to do is relax. Bullshit. The only time I relax is when my car and drivers are performing well, which means I haven't been able to do it for over 3 years.